Well, hello again, guys, and welcome back to the Westclox show. So in the last episode, we were fumbling around with this Taylor timer and not sort of getting somewhere. But I ended the last part off with just, well, I didn't know what to do, really. I was all confused. Then someone swooped in the comments section by the name of the Watchworks. He seems to be fairly new to the clock community, and he drew me a diagram. And he gave me a shout-out. Well, I'll give him a shout-out here. The link to the Watchworks is in the description. So, go check his channel out. He works with dollar watches, which is something I want to do more of. But I have to get the ammonia for my cleaning solution. I know he just uses alcohol, isopropyl alcohol for this. I kind of want more of a, I don't know. I guess I'm going the, how should I say? I don't know if it's necessarily the professional route. I'm not saying alcohol isn't professional. I don't know. I guess I've used alcohol. I'm not really like fond of the results unless it's something like this. So I don't know. We're gonna talk. I'm getting completely off topic. We'll talk about cleaning solutions later. But I do know alcohol can work, but how well does it work? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not gonna criticize all his methods here since he seems to know what I'm doing. The Watchworks seems to know what he's doing more with this timer than I do. So. So just stop talking right now. Okay, so he drew me a diagram. I'll put it up on screen now. So we'll be referring back to that as we go, and I've just realized something. I've kind of done something kind of stupid. I asked him a question. I said, well, hey, well, the Watchworks, how am I supposed to get these spring? And he said this. He said that the ends of the spring are supposed to be coiled in like that. Hold on, like that. There we go. And I asked him, well, how am I supposed to get it to stay there? Well, Greg, that's how you do it. You just put it there. For some reason, I don't know. It was late in the evening. I don't know why I was responding to comments at that hour, and this just came off nice. Don't respond to YouTube comments at 10, was it 10:30? I don't know what time it was. It was late. Anyway, let's figure out where all my springs are going here. Okay, there's this one. And he said, and I guess we're gonna mention the Watchworks quite a bit. He says this is the alarm train. And oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that is the alarm train. And here's the time train, as he said. Logical enough, it seems about right. You take your timer knob and it keys into this piece here. So yeah, I guess it would be the alarm. This would be the alarm, and that's the time. I don't know why I didn't put these together beforehand. Or put that together before, but anyway, better late than never, I guess. Okay, here we go. One thing I was a little worried about with the diagram is the fact that the dimensions might not line up. So here's our alarm train, and we just sort of put it on. I guess we'll get it on like that for now. Oh, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Things are. Oh, jeez. You can't even see what I'm doing here, viewers. As you can see, the spring is way too far out the back there, and or out the side, I guess. And I don't know. Things seem to be kind of chaotic in here. Let me just get this more over here. Whoops. Oh, that doesn't want to move. Sorry for the crappy visuals here, viewers. We don't seem to have the greatest. Well, we do. Okay, we're gonna get this here. Can you see what's happening? Now, obviously, this isn't right. I mean, as I said, the spring's way out back there. I'm starting to wonder if they put this thing in wound up. I wonder if they did put it in when it was wound up. I mean, I can see it happening. Let me try and wind the spring up, see what happens. Okay, forget winding it up. There's some other bizarre forces at play. I think the way I don't know if this just won't, I can't seem to get this to turn, so I guess, or the click. I don't know what it's that sort of click that you can't wind down with a or can't let down with a mainspring winder, sadly. So I guess we're just gonna have to figure it out some other way. Okay. I'm gonna try and put this on again. If it'll go on. See, yeah, the dimension. It's a good diagram. Either I'm just stupid or the dimensions are wrong. Yeah, I can't seem to get this thing on because how unwound this thing is. I've seen on I think IKEA. I saw an IKEA kitchen timer movement. I think they designed theirs better because they actually put the springs in a sort of barrel and not just flat out right in the middle of the movement. Then again, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say how serviceable was this meant to be. I don't really know, because I'm pretty sure this is more of a disposable thing. But I guess if it's disposable, why are there nuts holding it together and not rivets? Yeah. I just don't know about this one, viewers. Let's go back to the diagram again. Let's just have another look at it. Unfortunately, viewers, it appears that the dimensions are not quite right on the diagram, which is a shame because there's actually a decent diagram and it actually made sense. But I don't think this is, and that is the time spring, by the way. I don't think this is going to go together quite like that, if at all. I'm sure there is a way to get this, well, I mean, I think there's a way to get this together, but I don't know for sure. I don't know, the spring seems to be, the springs in their, well, their unwound state seem to be blocking everything else off or getting in the way of something, or it just doesn't want to go on. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe the Watchworks can help us out again on this one. But I am stumped. And since Greg was kind of an idiot and didn't get a good, like, outside view of this, we kind of got all screwed up here in the end because we don't know how the heck it goes back together. So I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to make sure that I actually get a good outside view of everything so I can see where things go and not get to this point where there's videos already out and I'm stuck. So Greg learned his lesson, but then again, as I said, there is kind of a weird design going on here where they just popped these in here and just threw them in and just away you go, I guess. Maybe you get the springs on, I don't know, maybe you get the springs on and then get the gears on. I have no idea. I don't know. I'll try and get the springs on by themselves and we'll see what happens. Without the gears, I mean. Because this whole time I've been, you know, fumbling around with the... Oh, jeez. I've been fumbling around with trying to get the spring over the... Or put the gears on, then you get the springs on. Like a conventional clock/watch movement. But this isn't a conventional watch/clock movement, so we're just going to take all this stuff off here. We're going to see just... I know I was doing an outro, but we're not doing it anymore. I just thought of something. Okay, we'll get all that crap out of the way. Crap? I don't know. Is it crap? I couldn't tell you. So here's one spring. Put this on. Whoops. And I'll just... Maybe who knows? Maybe the springs go on before anything else does. I hope this is how it goes because if it doesn't, I don't know. If this isn't the way it goes together, then I couldn't tell you. I mean, this went together somehow in the factory, probably in China somewhere. After finagling with the time spring, we seem to have well, not quite gotten it on the barrel yet here. It doesn't seem to want to stay on. As for the alarm spring, it seems to actually want to stay on. So we'll, even though it kind of went over here, which I mean, I don't know. I guess that is what it is. We'll see how this all turns out. Okay, I know I keep changing angles here, but we got one gear finally. Well, I guess that's the alarm train. Now I just have to get the time train on. So hopefully it'll all go together like this. Because yeah, I hope so. Okay, we'll just get the escapement wheel on, and we'll get the pallet fork on. Oops. Lots of taking apart and putting back together, viewers, I know. I guess that's what you have to do in this scenario, and I've just taken, oops, jeez. Okay, a lot of fumbling around later, we seem to actually have half of a result, or maybe just over half. I'll just try and get that lined up right, there we go. There it is for the most part. We've actually managed to get one spring in, so that's quite shocking. At least we figured out how to do that. Among other things, well, sort of. And let's go back to our diagram here one more time. Let's see where the other spring goes. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the diagram isn't wrong. Or the dimensions aren't wrong. So as you can see, we got our time spring on, sort of. Wonder if I can just sort of get it on like this. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know how well this is going to work with these pivots all being over top of that. I may have to rebuild this one more time, I don't know. And we kind of got another precarious thing going on here. As you can see, this doesn't seem to go on top or the bottom, this particular gear. Man, oh man, this is a total nightmare. I need to give myself a break, or else I don't know what I'm gonna do. So we wound up with pieces absolutely everywhere. Who knows, maybe I was on the right track, maybe I wasn't. I think I'm gonna upload this anyway. And we'll come back again. I don't know why it's taking so long to rebuild the kitchen top. Well, I do know why. It's because I didn't take any pictures of the outside. And now we're fumbling. Well, actually, even then, we're still fumbling around with things. I mean, this isn't that complicated of a timer. But I can't seem to figure out how it all goes together. So we're going to leave it for now. And I'm getting a call. Nice. Anyway, viewers, as the whole set falls apart, I'll see you in the next episode of the GPWS, and we'll leave it at that for now.